Hello, everyone, and welcome to the DC English Podcast, where you learn to speak real American English with confidence and fun. I am Nora.
Hello, Nora. Hello, everyone. I am Noah. We are so happy to have you with us today, coming to you from Washington, D.C.
In today's episode, we are talking about 5 big truths that can actually change how you learn English.
Actually, Nora, I was thinking we should do 7 truths, or maybe 10. There's just so much to cover. We could easily fill an hour with advice.
I know what you mean, but if we list too many, the listener might feel overwhelmed. 5 feels right. It's enough to give real advice without making it, too complicated.
That makes sense. Okay, 5 truths it is. But first, Nora, before we dive into that, did you see the gas prices when you went out this morning?
Oh my goodness, yes. I went to the station the one near the highway, and I almost just drove away. It was practically $4 a gallon.
Right? It is getting ridiculous. I think it went up another 20 cents just since Friday. We might need to start riding bikes to the recording studio.
I am absolutely not riding a bike in this traffic, Noah. But staying home and saving gas is the perfect excuse to, focus on studying. And honestly, I was thinking about how many English learners tell me they feel overwhelmed. So many apps, so many courses, so much advice. Sometimes it feels like you need to buy the right book or hire a private tutor to finally improve. But after listening to some teacher interviews lately, I realized something simple. You really cannot just buy fluency.
Right. I've tried that too. I bought, 3 different grammar books last year, and they're still sitting on my shelf collecting dust.
Exactly. And they're fine books, but they didn't make you speak better. The real work happens when you actually use them.
So today we'll talk about how to actually move forward with English. If this episode helps you feel a little less stressed, please hit like and subscribe. It really supports us.
Thank you. Before we jump into the list, let me share the first truth that I think will help you the most. Instead of using 10 different resources, pick one and go deep with it. Go deep means to focus on one thing for a long time instead of switching quickly.
And that makes sense. You have to really study it until it feels familiar.
Exactly. And when we talk about learning English, we often hear the word engagement. Engagement means you're actively using the language, not just watching it pass by.
That makes sense. So, passive listening is okay, but active practice is better.
Yes, and that brings us to our second truth. Passive English creates passive results. If you only listen without speaking or writing, your brain stays comfortable. But real progress happens when you feel a little uncomfortable.
I know that feeling. I usually just watch videos while I cook. It's nice, but my mouth doesn't move much.
That's completely normal. The third truth is about fear. Fear is holding most learners back more than grammar or vocabulary ever could. We worry about sounding silly or making mistakes in front of others. But those mistakes are actually where the learning happens. Mistakes mean you're trying something new, not that you failed.
I like that way of looking at it. I actually freeze when I speak to native speakers. My mind goes blank even though I know the words.
That's so common. It's called mental blocking. Mental blocking means your brain stops working because it's too busy worrying about being perfect. When you accept that mistakes are just part of the process, fear loses its power. You don't need to sound perfect. You just need to be understood.
That takes so much pressure off my shoulders. Okay, what about the fourth truth? Motivation fades, but habits remain. I always start strong on Monday, but by Wednesday, I feel tired and completely skip practice.
You're not alone in that. Motivation is like a spark. It burns bright for a few days, then it goes out. Habits are like a slow burning fire. They don't need excitement to keep going, they just need routine. Routine means doing the same small thing at the same time every day.
So instead of planning a massive 2 hour study session on Saturday, I should just listen for 10 minutes while I make coffee.
Exactly. 10 minutes is enough if you do it regularly. Regularly means doing something consistently over time, not all at once. When you tie English to an existing habit, like brushing your teeth or waiting for the bus, your brain stops asking, "Do I have energy?" And it starts saying, "This is just what I do now."
That feels so much easier. I can actually do that without feeling guilty if I miss a day.
Guilt kills progress faster than missing a day does. Just pick up where you left off. Now, let's talk about the fifth and final truth. You improve at speaking by actually speaking. It sounds simple, but so many learners avoid it because they feel shy or unprepared.
I definitely know that feeling. I always wait until I feel ready to talk, but I never actually feel ready.
You will never feel completely ready. That's the secret. Reading and listening are comfortable because your brain can process them slowly. Speaking requires you to think out loud in real time. Real time means right now, without pausing to check a dictionary or fix every single grammar rule.
So, how do we practice speaking when we don't have a partner nearby?
You can use AI tools like ChatGPT. They're very helpful because they never judge you and they respond instantly. Instantly means without delay, right away. But you also need to talk to real people eventually. Real conversations teach you how to handle interruptions, background noise, and fast speech. Fast speech means words blend together, like wanna instead of want to.
That explains why I understand YouTube videos better than actual phone calls. The speakers on video talk slower and clearer.
Exactly. Start with AI or a teacher for structure, then try a short voice message to a friend, or even record yourself answering one simple question. Record means to capture your voice so you can listen back later. You'll notice small improvements that you can't hear while speaking.
I like the idea of recording myself. It feels low pressure. I can do it in my room with the door closed.
Low pressure is exactly what we want. When your body feels safe, your brain learns faster. Safe means you're not stressed or rushing. You just let the words come naturally. And remember, consistency beats intensity every single time. Intensity means going very hard for a short period, like studying all weekend and then resting all week.
Right. Small steps, steady rhythm, and a little self compassion. I think I have everything I need to start this week.
You really do. We covered deep focus, active practice, letting go of fear, building small habits, and actually speaking. Those five truths will carry you further than any expensive course ever could. I want you to take a quiet breath right now. If you've been feeling stuck or if you feel like you're trying too hard and getting nowhere, please know that this is normal. Language learning is not a race. It's a slow walk through familiar streets. Some days you'll feel strong. Other days you'll forget 3 words you knew yesterday. That doesn't mean you lost them. Your brain is just organizing everything behind the scenes. Be kind to yourself today. Listen to this episode without pressure. Let the words wash over you. You're already doing better than you think.
Let's quickly remember the 5 truths we talked about today. First, pick one resource and go deep with it instead of jumping around.
Second, turn passive listening into active practice by pausing, repeating, and speaking out loud.
And third, let go of fear. Mistakes are not failures, they're just proof that you're trying.
Exactly. Fourth, motivation fades quickly, but small habits stay with you when you tie them to your daily routine.
And finally, the fifth truth is you improve at speaking by actually speaking. Start with AI or a teacher for structure. Then try short voice messages to build real time confidence.
It really is that simple. You don't need perfect grammar, you just need consistent practice and the courage to make mistakes.
Thank you so much for spending your day with us. We really appreciate you listening.
If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a comment below. Tell us which of these 5 truths feels most true for you right now. Is it focus, active practice, letting go of fear, habits, or speaking up?
We read every comment and we love hearing from you.
Take care, keep practicing, and see you next time on the DC English Podcast.
See you next time.